Welcome to UU News, our weekly flash segment where we talk about the latest and most fascinating current events happening across the universe. I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Sarah. Here's something that I found this week that I thought was interesting. Unveiling Merlin's Mound, Ancient Enigma and Imminent Excavation. Nestled in the heart of Marlborough, Wiltshire, England, stands the Marlborough Mound, better known as Merlin's Mound, a towering Neolithic monument that has captivated imaginations for millennia. Rising approximately 60 feet high and covering about 130 feet in diameter at its base, this prehistoric barrow dates back to around 2400 BCE, making it one of Britain's oldest known structures. Originally a burial site from the late Neolithic or early Bronze Age, the mound has layered histories. It serves as a motte for Norman Castle in the 11th century, a foundation for a royal hunting lodge, and even a vantage point during the English Civil War. Today, it graces the grounds of Marlborough College, though public access is limited to annual open days. The mound's mystique owes much to Arthurian legend. Local folklore claims it as the final resting place of the legendary wizard Merlin, the enigmatic sorcerer from tales of King Arthur. This association is immortalized in Marlborough's town motto. Y'all, I'm about to butcher this. Ubi nunc sapientis assa Merlini.
Hmm. Good job.
I stand by that. Sorry about it. Which translates to Where Now Lie the Bones of Wise Merlin, a poetic nod to the site's supposed magical occupant. While scientific dating confirms its prehistoric origins, the romantic link to Merlin has fueled centuries of speculation, inspiring poets, novelists, and treasure hunters alike. For years, the mound's secrets remained partially obscured by 20th century intrusions. Utilitarian buildings like a carpentry workshop, toilets, a plant room, and a water meter house were carved into its slopes, hindering full exploration. That changed on November 18, 2025, when Wiltshire Council approved ambitious restoration plans submitted by Marlborough College. The project greenlights the demolition of these modern additions, clearing the way for a targeted archaeological excavation. Archaeologists anticipate good potential for groundbreaking discoveries during the works, including traces of medieval and post-medieval waterways that once channeled through the area, possibly linked to the site's ancient ceremonial landscape. The probe aims to pry deeper into the mound's construction, building on prior digs like a 2011 study confirming its Neolithic pedigree and a 2000 excavation uncovering a defensive ditch. No full-scale tomb raid is planned, dismissing Merlin enthusiasts' wildest dreams, but the effort promises to illuminate how this enduring landmark evolved from a Neolithic grave to a medieval fortress and beyond. As crews prepare to peel back the layers of time, Merlin's Mound stands poised to whisper more of its 4,000-year-old story, perhaps sans wizardly spells, but rich in human history all the same.
Okay, so they have never fully excavated or dug into this mound.
And prohibited. But they
Mm.
built some, like, a plant house or whatever it said, and, some
What?
bathrooms and stuff.
Some
They're gonna
bathrooms.
take all that. Yeah.
Can you
Well, it's on a
imagine?
college campus, so
Mhm,
real
mhm,
estate's
mhm.
important there.
Sure.
But, they're gonna pull all that out and, reinforce the structure, and when they do, they'll be able to take a good old gander at her
Mhm,
underneath there and see
mhm.
maybe and, who knows what they'll pull out when they start taking all that stuff
For sure.
out.
Like, I was aware of it. I feel like the first time I ever saw it was when I read, Mists of Avalon, and I was doing a little online search, like, looking at stuff that related to that story back when I was a teen. Early days of the internet, people. Um So I was aware of Merlin's Mound, but guess I didn't realize that they'd never excavated it. And like, isn't it like a what do they call those? Isn't it a step style mound?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a layered deal. I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, and bring like some mystique and a little bit of magic to the town and obviously to the campus. Although building a loo on it is not exactly my idea of optimizing the space for mystique, you know. But yeah. Yeah, that's very
So
cool.
magical.
It's a magic loo. Yeah. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to follow up and see what specifically comes out of that. And I am glad that they are removing structures that really don't belong on any any mound or any archaeological site. There's enough land to go around, people. We don't need to build on top of sacred spots. That's just me.
Go shit in the woods for free. Not do it on a sacred site. What the
Right?
hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? What you got, girl?
Okay, this week we're going back to Egypt with me, as we do often. My story I pulled from archaeologymeg.com. U.S. Egyptian team discovers 4,000-year-old Middle Kingdom tomb in Luxor. A joint Egyptian American team has made an exciting discovery on Luxor's South Necropolis, right near the Temple of Hatshepsut. And I butchered that every single time. Forgive me. On the West Bank, they've unearthed a 4,000-year-old family tomb from Egypt's Middle Kingdom, dating to the 12th dynasty and stretching into the early 13th. So roughly 1938 to 1630 BCE. This wasn't just one burial, it was a multi-generational tomb holding the remains of men, women, and children from several related families, with 11 sealed burials still intact. Ancient floods had destroyed most of the wooden coffins and linen wrappings, but the treasures made of stone, metal, and gemstones survived beautifully. Among the highlights, a stunning necklace of 30 amethyst beads, 2 agate cylinders, and a rare hippopotamus head amulet, plus more necklaces, bracelets, and 2 copper mirrors, one with a lotus shaped handle and the other decorated with the goddess Hathor. Small figurines of animals and deities were also found, giving us a glimpse into the religious beliefs and daily life of the time. Archaeologists say the exquisite craftsmanship of these objects really showcases the artistic sophistication of the Middle Kingdom. Despite the flood damage, the durable artifacts paint a vivid picture of a wealthy family's life and beliefs from 4 millennia ago. And they add another jewel to Luxor's incredible archaeological story that continues to captivate the world. So we just keep finding things.
We just keep finding things, beautiful things.
Beautiful things that solidify, who are our ancestors, who are these people from the past, how did they live, what are the things they valued? Yeah,
What was important to them,
yeah,
exactly.
like it all continues to paint a picture. And so I am of the camp that active archaeological discovery is important in balance with preservation. I think that unless you go and look, you're not going to find. And unless you specifically go down and dig in, you're just making assumptions. That's my take.
I would agree with that take,
It's important.
100%.
Yeah, it's important to balance discovery and preservation, of course. Um, But I think it's also important to give that gift to humanity for the sake of learning and appreciation. So
Yes.
I always enjoy hearing new stories about discoveries, anything that they've unearthed. And I am in the camp that believes that active archaeological work is important. Tourism is interesting,
Yes.
and necessary. Certainly, the tourism is important to bring money into the economy so that people come to visit. It's a circular feedback system. They discover things, we spend money to go see them, and then there's more money for more discovery. So it is a balance, but I love hearing new stories about the things that they've found because we just keep finding them. And
It keeps making the picture, all the more clear,
for
the more
sure,
pieces you have in the puzzle, so,
for
yeah,
sure. And you never know when you're going to find a piece of the puzzle that has been a complete mystery to us up until this point. You never know what you'll
right.
find. So it's important to keep investing in active archaeological work. Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, that's gonna do it for our news this week. If you have an interesting story that you would like to share with us, let us know in the comments.
And don't forget, UU drops a new episode every second Wednesday, and we drop our sweet little news segment every Sunday at 11:11. Thanks very much for watching and have a lovely week. Bye.
Bye.